Hello, sexy darling, it's Gonna, and today I'm gonna do a very chaotic, unscripted video. High chance I'm gonna do a voiceover.
Yes, here I am doing the voiceover because the audio comes back and forth and I still haven't figured out my new mic. So for now, I'm going to do the voiceover and you're gonna see that my hand movement has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, so please have patience with me. I am making this video because I already have two friends in this last month ask me how I clean bones and do these things, and I want to explain it as simple as possible. One of them have their dogs some of his teeth removed, not all of them because of medical reasons. And I have another friend of mine that her cat got into an accident, hurt themselves, and dropped a fang. And they're like, how do I clean this? I low-key want to keep it. So here is your video, very simple and hopefully straightforward. I will not be getting into a lot of detail how to handle a cadaver with hair, tissue, and all this stuff because that's a whole different beast to handle. I did it here in my apartment with a deer that me and my brother found on the side of the road. The spine was still connected to the head and all that stuff, and it took me almost 5 months to manage to clean the whole thing and make it look nice and presentable. And still, I still look at the skull and it's still a little bit doesn't look nice. Let's put it that way. It doesn't look nice. I am here to give you a few tips how to be safe around these type of things because I've seen people online handling things with their hands, putting them in their beds, doing stuff that I'm like, why would you do that? That's nasty. So first thing first, if you find a dead animal in the woods on the side of the road, always wear protection for your hands, gloves, plastic bags, and if you have nothing else, maybe tissue, a blanket. Careful if it's wet or it has maggots and things like that because you don't want any of that to touch your skin. It's full of nasty shit that can really mess up your skin and your health. It is always a biohazard. Even your dog teeth and your cat teeth is technically a biohazard. It's not as extreme as a dead body, but it's still, you want to handle it carefully, wash your hands and all that stuff. Now you must be curious what I am unwrapping here, and it's actually an early birthday present from my sister. It's a dog skull. She worked on a construction site and sadly it's a little bit common for dogs to be abandoned and die over there. So for this one, I'm going to clean their bones nicely and give them a warm home to stay. The first thing is going to be grab a brush, tweezers, a very light knife. You don't want to scratch the bone, and you're gonna clean all that excess things, anything around it, honestly.
Bien, yo estoy aquí haciendo video, do not bother me.
I once saw a video of a guy that went hunting for boars and he used a pressure washer hose, how you pronounce it, and he cleaned everything off and nothing, the skin, the nose, everything. He just dipped that thing in there and cleaned it. But this tutorial, once again, is for a very simple clean bone like the one that I received here. So the only thing that I'm gonna be needing is just my gloves, a toothbrush, and some water with dish soap. You can use any dish soap. Do not use anything like Windex. Anything that has a lot of chemicals that is to clean your bathroom or your kitchen, do not use any of that. The only thing you're gonna need is dishwasher. It's really cheap, you can use a lot of it. And then eventually you're gonna need the hydrogen peroxide to dip it in, quote unquote, bleach the bones. Because we don't use Clorox, we don't actually bleach it, but they call it like that. The most proper way to clean your bones is with a hose. I have a video here when I received it in Puerto Rico in my grandma's house. I was cleaning the insides of it and outside, and I have the brush and I clean it with a dishwasher really easily. Here in where I live in my apartment, I don't have a hose. I might have to buy one of those weird TikTok stuff to actually have a proper pressure hose because low-key I don't like cleaning this in my bathroom. My bathroom's for cleaning me, not my bones. I do throw the water there, but I'm very careful about it and I throw Clorox at it. I don't know, maybe I'm a very that part germophobic, picky person, I guess. So in the meantime, I will use this bucket, dip the bone in there. You're gonna see on the video, like, it's very self-explanatory. I always add a good quantity of the dish soap and, you know, rub it in. Oh my god, I can do English today. I rub the dish soap on the skull nicely. I will even add more. Looking at this on my bucket right now, I will add more water to it, honestly. Now I get rid of this water. You can wash it as many times as you want because I already washed it in Puerto Rico and I washed it here. I did like 4 washes, I think 5 to this dog skull. But if it was way more smellier, then I will do an even more deeper clean. But for now, 4 to 5 washes. After you're done doing your washes, you're gonna use hydrogen peroxide. I don't know if I butchered the name, but whatever. And you're going to grab enough water in a bucket where you can sink your entire skull, pieces, fan, and you're gonna mix a good quantity of the peroxide in there. Depending how yellow or nasty your bones are, you can leave it for 2 weeks, you can leave it for a month. In my case, I left it for almost 3 months and then 2 other months for just dish soap and peroxide mix because that thing was absolutely disgusting. If your bones are floating, especially the skull, it means that it's full of air, so you can move it around inside the water. I mostly just turn it upside down and let all that air come out because bones are full of nooks and crannies. Oh, let me show you something real quick. So you can see here that the skull is very yellow, that's its natural color for bones, and then you see the reindeer spine bone is very white. This is what we call bleach bones. We don't actually bleach them because Clorox will turn them into jello. This is why we use hydrogen peroxide to do the bleaching for us. But remember, do not use harsh chemicals to clean your bones. Just dish soap and freaking hydrogen peroxide. Oh my god, I bet I'm butchering that name. Oh, and another thing, you can leave the bones in the peroxide bath on the shade. A lot of people do it this way. I have also seen other people leave it on the sun to really like make things faster, but you can get algae inside your bucket. I did got some on mine and the bones are slightly green. And I also got leaves stuck in there. I left like the water dry out because of the heat and all that stuff, and now I have this bone with a piece of leaf stuck to it. But it all depends what you have, how white you want your bones, and honestly it's a very what you want creative project. As always, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.